Hey, how are you?
Oh, was that the clashing of a whiskey bowl that I hear?
I'm a little buzzed.
Don't it, don't it, don't it. Did you have more than one shot? Are you okay?
No, never more than one. I'd be dead because shit would be bad at the second shot. So, Lore Friendly episode 100. We're here.
Oh my god, we made it.
Who would have thought back in 2014 that we would be at 100 episodes?
Such fast friends.
It only took 5 years. That's not a bad pace, is it?
No, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We've had lots of periods where I've dropped off the radar for 6 months, so the fact that we've managed to make it is really quite impressive.
I mean, it comes with the territory. You have to do your secret agent stuff, I assume, you know? You gotta drop off the map, what do they call it?
The grid.
The grid, that's it, yes. It's a grid. People don't realize that. Latitude, longitude.
Yep, it's an actual physical 3D grid. And sometimes I just drop off it because of flat earth theory. I've had a couple of glasses of wine.
Yes, we are going to have a party on this episode. We're just gonna drink and just...
You can't see me, but I'm dancing.
Is it like VTMB?
It's a VTMB
yes.
dance.
It's not one of those, like, you know, tipsy dances. It's one of those full throttle, just fucking...
Full throttle, I'm a vampire, I'm fucking owning it.
Whip your hair around, you know, it's just... If you accidentally whack somebody in the face, it's okay. It's just because they're an NPC, it doesn't matter. They don't have feelings.
Yeah, they don't even react. They just start dancing with you. It's fine.
But how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm preparing myself for the second of 2 weekends of being absolutely trashed.
How is your liver doing, I should ask?
It's alright. I don't drink as much alcohol as I used to, so I'm 2/3 of the way through a bottle of wine at the minute. I dilute it with fizzy water so that I don't feel too bad tomorrow. But I'm feeling pretty tipsy.
So for this episode, what we're going to do, instead of reviewing a game or a show, we're going to actually ask each other questions.
Yeah.
And if we get the answer right, then we're good. If we get the answer wrong, you got to take a shot.
Yeah.
And feel free to play along at home.
Well, first things first, I found what is being advertised as a super difficult Skyrim quiz. So I think we should go through that first.
Sure, why not?
And then we can see who is the ultimate vanilla Skyrim fan.
Well, clearly it's going to be you, because once I have a shot, I cannot even process anything. So it's just... But we'll see.
So
we'll see. I'm setting the bar low so that if I do win, it's just that much more of in your face. You know, it's just like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, fun fact about me that I don't think I've ever mentioned on the show before is that I used to have this app on my phone, which was a big old quiz app, and the Skyrim quiz on it had, I think, 3,000, 4,000 regular players.
That's a lot.
I got to number 11.
Oh, wow.
On the rankings in 3 days.
Yeah, that is like...
At the end of the month.
99th percentile? That is pretty high. That is up there.
And this is over the course of 3 days. And the rankings are calculated on a monthly basis. So I managed to go from 3,000 to 11th in 3 days.
Try and go for number 1? You just quit right there? Or it's just...
I kind of got bored of it. I was bored of smashing all these noobs.
It happens. Well, hopefully I will put up a better fight than these noobs. So.
Well, this was about 3 years ago as well, so...
Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't played Skyrim in about 6 years, so there we go.
Yeah, you've modded it.
But still, play my mods. Anyways.
Right.
Hit me with that question.
Number 1 question. It's multiple choice.
Oh, good.
What is the name of the main antagonist of Skyrim? Is it A, Alduin, B, Parthenax, C, Durnevere, or did I say C or D?
I don't know. It doesn't matter because the answer is obvious.
D.2. Wutherol. The answer is Alduin.
It's E Nazim.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. It's A. It's got to be Alduin. Wait, how are we going to do this when we can both answer? I mean, we can hear each other's answers. It's just...
Yeah, well, the thing is, I feel like if it is a really difficult quiz, we'll disagree.
That's true. There you go. There you go.
We got that right. One
Nazim.
all. Yeah, E Nazim.
That guy in fucking Kynesgrove who talks a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, I could take you.
I could take you. Oh, that little kid. You know, the little wanker kid.
Fuck him.
That one.
Fuck that motherfucking immortal kid.
No, it's her. It's like Greta or something, isn't it?
And the worst part is the kid is immortal. It's just can't do anything about it.
Knock him out for a bit.
The one in Dragon's Reach is okay.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. So question 2, which of these is not a playable race in Skyrim? Dunmer, Breton, Falmer, Redguard.
Okay, that is easy as well.
Yeah, Falmer.
Falmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another Falmer here to lick my father's boots.
Fucking cunts. Fecking cunts. Which item is obtained from slain dragons and can be used and sold for a high value? Dragon tooth, dragon tail, dragon tusk, dragon bone.
Oh, again.
1, 2, 3.
Dragon
bone.
Dragon
This
bone.
is not a hard quiz.
No. I think you'll have much a harder time with my questions.
I'll find another quiz after this because I'm very disappointed. The protagonist of Skyrim has body of a mortal and the souls of A. Wolf. B. Dragon.
Oh, come on.
C. God. D. Elephant. 1, 2, 3. Dragon.
I rather like it if it was an elephant, you know? It's just
Yeah.
the elephant born. Has a nice ring to it.
I'm going to find another quiz. I'm very disappointed.
Okay, in the meantime, let me toss you a question. I'll let you pick from either lore friendly, from a modding question, or the third category, a random mystery box.
I want to do lore friendly first.
Okay. So, you know how when we started this podcast, I used to always come up with like all these nicknames for you when I was introducing your name. So,
Yeah.
on episode 2, did I introduce you as A, the Sultan of Skyrim, B, the Nymph of Nottingham, or C, the Ayatollah of Nuka-Cola?
Ooh, I mean, you've used 2 of those before.
Have I?
You've used A and C before.
Oh, so it's a trick question. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, but I don't know which one was used in episode 2. What was option 1 and 3 again?
The Sultan of Skyrim or the Ayatollah of Nuka-Cola?
I'd say Sultan of Skyrim.
Bah, it's wrong.
No!
In that episode, I called you the Sultan of Shakespeare and the Ayatollah of Nuka-Cola. It's a trick question.
Oh.
Does that mean you have to take a shot?
Yeah. Shot of wine. Done.
Have you found the quiz?
Yes. It looks a lot harder.
Do you want to ask me a question? Fair is fair.
Yeah.
Case. Okay.
Which one of these words is used in the become ethereal shout?
What the fuck? You can't. There's.
It's
I'm
gone
just
from
gonna
like
take my
0
shot
to
right
10.
now.
Is it row, theme, dove, ving?
I'm gonna go with Ving.
Ving.
Sure.
I
Final
don't
answer.
think it's going to. I don't think it's going to show me the answer until I submit the quiz. So
Well, you can
I'm just
Google
going
it.
to fill in this with yours, and then we'll find out how right or wrong you are.
All right. Well, I'll
So-
keep my shot ready, even though I should probably
Right.
just drink it now.
Right, mystery box me.
Okay. This game is called Ulfric or Hitler.
Oh God, no!
And you just have to get 2 of them right. You just have to get 2 of them right, okay? So I'm going to say a quote, and you're going to tell me if it's Ulfric, Stormcloak said it, or Hitler said it. So,
Got ya.
quote number 1. We must return to our glory and traditions to determine our own future. Who said it? Was it Ulfric or Hitler?
Hitler. That's too poetic for Bethesda writing.
Bah, it's Ulfric.
No!
Well, no, you still got to. You only need 2 out of 4. Next
Right.
quote. Those who want to live, let them fight, and those who do not want to fight in this world of eternal struggle do not deserve to live.
Ulfric.
No, that's wrong again. It's Hitler. All right. You need to get these last 2 or else it's
Yeah.
shot. It is not truth that matters, but victory. Ulfric or Hitler?
Hitler.
Yay! Ding, 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 ding.
Got that mad propaganda on his side.
Yeah, he does. He is a liar. And see, I was gonna do this with Trump originally, but then it would be too obvious.
Yeah,
because
too.
It would just.
The writing styles don't match.
I don't think Ulfric ever bragged about grabbing somebody in the pussy. So there we go. Last quote: "I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces." Ulfric or Hitler? This is for all the marbles, Alice.
Can you repeat the quote?
I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces.
See, I'm thinking about the syntax here.
Yes. Walk me through the thought process here.
So it's the we few bit that gets me. Because generally the writing of Skyrim isn't particularly archaic. But it depends on when the translation of this Hitler quote is from.
Well, think about what he's saying here. I'm going to give you a major hint. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. The beginning of that, I fight for we few who did come home.
Wait, wasn't Hitler a soldier in the Austrian army as well, though?
I do not know.
I think he was. I'm going to Google, was Hitler a soldier in the Austrian army? I'm not Googling the answer to this question. Yes. No, he was in the Bavarian army. But I'm thinking because neither of us knew that it's Ulfric.
Yes, ding, ding, ding. You have successfully completed this challenge, Alice.
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult. It turns out Ulfric and Hitler are very, very similar in terms of
It was very difficult. Right. Do you want some more questions?
Yes, please. Lay it on me.
Right, I'm going to give you 3 questions in a row so we can work through this quiz.
I'm just already drinking, but go ahead.
Excellent. Ulfric Stormcloak's occupation is Housecarl to Galmar Stonefist, Steward of Riften, Jarl of Winterhold, working at the Winking Skeever,
Nice.
Jarl of Eastmarch, or the Dovahkiin.
Well, it's pretty obvious he is the Jarl of Eastmarch.
Doom. Done. How best would you describe Skyrim? A wide and cosmopolitan lush green land. A cold and harsh mountainous region overrun with civil war and bandits.
Yeah,
A southern area with a dense forest home to the Khajiit. An island to the east of Tamriel full of unknown mysterious creatures. A plain of oblivion.
Nice. I'm going to go with B. The one with the Civil War.
The cold and harsh mountainous region over... That's a very obvious one, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Here we go. So here's a slightly less obvious one.
Yeah, that first question really set it up to be really hard, but it's not that bad.
Just you wait. What's the name of the teacher of Alteration at the College of Winterhold?
Okay, see, Restoration is Colette.
Let me go through the
Destruction
names
is
for you.
Feralda. Oh, you have multiple choice. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be easy.
Arngir, Feralda, Savas Aran, Tullius, Tolfdir, Septimus Cygnus, Parthenax, or Balgruuf the Greater.
Arngir, Feralda are definitely out. And then just, what are the ones after that?
Arngir, Feralda, Savas Aran,
Out.
Tullius, Tolfdir, Septimus Cygnus, Parthenax, Balgruuf the Greater.
Oh, okay. Easy. Tolfdir. Boom! Got it.
And one more before we return to my questions.
You confused me there because you said Tullius Tolfdir, and I thought it was like... I thought it was one name. I thought it was like a Harry Potter character.
Damn it. Right.
Yeah, Tolfdir.
The combat difficulty settings are Novice, Apprentice, Adept, Expert, Master, Legendary. Novice, Apprentice, Average, Professional, Master, Legendary. Beggar, Citizen, Adventurer, Jarl, High King, Dovahkiin.
I'm taking the one with Adept in it. There's only one with
Gotcha.
Adept in. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so let's go modding.
Okay, modding. Which of the following mods is fake? A. Witcher of Steel, a playable Geralt in a Superman outfit. Witcher of Steel. B. Frostbite Spider-Man, a mod that replaces spider sounds with the 60s Spider-Man theme. C. A mod that replaces Nazim's voice with President Obama. Or D. Jesus in Skyrim, a fully voiced Jesus follower.
They all seem so realistic.
Yeah, this is a difficult one.
I'd say finding somebody to play a fully voiced Jesus character would be very difficult. But as a voice actor, I know that I'm gagging for work.
Yes, yes.
So I would happily voice Mary Magdalene in a heartbeat. And then we had the Witcher of Steel, so Geralt as Superman.
Yes.
Then there was the Frostbite Spider-Man, which honestly I think that a better version of that would be every Frostbite Spider sound is replaced by Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And then what was the third option?
Nazim's voice replaced with President Obama.
Oh, fuck.
Do you want a hint?
No. I'm going to go with Geralt Superman.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct.
Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Oh my god.
The hint was going to be which one would require, like, multiple steps, I guess. Like, because it requires both a Superman outfit and a Geralt face. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, the others are just easier to accomplish, I would say. Other than the follower, but yeah. Very good. The Geralt Witcher of Steel was actually just a screenshot. Someone was using a Superman mod and then made the face look like Geralt. So
That's a very tricky question.
Yes, it was very difficult.
It will be a mod after this episode. It will be a mod after this episode.
Perhaps.
With that influential. Right. Are you ready to get back to your super hard Skyrim questions?
Yes, please, hit me.
Who was Skyrim's High King before he was challenged by Ulfric Stormcloak?
Oh, come on, Torrig. You don't even need to give me the multiple choice on this shit.
This might get you. A little blank and blank makes a healing potion, if you didn't know.
Oh, come on, that could be any two ingredients.
So we've got Glemeril Witchhead and Gourd, Skooma and Honey, Saltpile and Dragonbone, Wheat and Blisterwort.
Oh, there you go, wheat and blisterwort. Wheat is a health item.
If Jarl Layla Lawgiver is overthrown by the Imperial Legion in the Civil War, who becomes the Jarl of the Rift? Is it Bolly, Maven, Brynjolf, Sibby, or Sapphire?
Wait, which region was it? Riften?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's Maven.
Yeah.
Maven, without a doubt.
It was just that first fucking question.
Give me something
difficult,
hard.
isn't it? Sorry.
No, that first question was like a 10 or 11, and all these are like a 2 or 3. That's the thing. We need something that is in that.
I'm going to question you on your TV tropes page soon.
Then I'm boned. All right, do you want a question?
Yeah.
All right, this one's going to be dealer's choice, okay? What character or line did I voice in interesting NPCs? A yelping dog. B, a death scream. C, a horse neigh, like or D, an actual NPC.
I know that we've talked about this. You voice an actual NPC for a different person's mod. I believe it was a death throw.
Yes, correct. Because for interesting NPCs, I did do a death scream. I think it was Anamla's quest, I'm not sure. When one of the characters gets blown to bits by Geraldith and Falkreath. And I wanted to make sure that the character the script was firing when he died. And so what I did is I attached my voiced line to it, and it was just a scream. But I liked it so much, in a funny way, that I just decided to keep it in. So that's the story of that. But I did voice an actual NPC. Yes, you're right. For Skinny Tech Boys mod.
Yes.
It was like I can't believe you remember that because I completely forgot about it. It was like
it was it was the big old it was just a big old mod that instead of using actual voice actors, it was using mod developers.
Yeah,
I believe.
I can't remember what it was called. It was maybe just fucking alcohol killing my brain cells, but it was.
We'll put a link in the description.
Wow Bagger, that was it.
Yeah.
And I voiced the fortune teller, and it's because Skinny Tech Boy has he's English and he uses a lot of like English slang or colloquialisms, and so it was weird because I would have to say things I would have not say normally in an American accent. So it was just, I think it worked out. Whatever.
It was just really funny. I loved seeing the preview that you sent me of it.
It was wild. But yes, your turn. You can ask me something from Skyrim.
Oh, these questions are so fucking piss-easy. What name do the people of Tamriel give to the day we call Wednesday? Morndas, Sundas, Turdas, Midas.
Midas. We don't even need the multiple choice on it. It's the middle. It's Midas.
Which one of these is not one of the 9 divines? Stendar, Mara, Julianus, Vermina, Talos, Kinnereth,
Vermina.
Akatosh. Yeah.
I'm on a roll.
Why did the Stormcloaks fight the Empire? Because the Empire started to attack Nordic settlements such as Falkreath. because the Stormcloaks want warmer land in the south for better crop yields. The Empire hired the Dark Brotherhood and assassinated Skyrim's High King.
Talos worship.
The Empire gave in to Thalmor's demands at the end of the Great War, outlawing the worship of Talos.
There we go.
The Stormcloaks had received a message from elsewhere informing them that there was a plot to steal Skyrim's food supplies.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
But it's the Talos worship one.
Yeah. And there's only one more question in this quiz left. What's the name of Amaranth's child?
Okay, see, there you go. That's not one I'm going to remember, but I think it is Braith. I'm going to guess Braith, but go ahead.
Right, let's see what you've got right. You got 83% correct.
What? 83, so that means I got 2 wrong?
I think so, yeah. But it's not saying what you got wrong.
Oh, what the fuck? I definitely got the first one wrong.
Yeah, but other than that, I think all of your answers were spot on. Right, I'm going to find your TV tropes page and I'm going to question you on it because I've read it a couple of times.
You know
before.
what? It could be one wrong because 5 out of 6 is 83%, right?
Yeah, but we did 12.
Oh, so that is 2 wrong. Huh.
We'll listen through and figure out which one was wrong.
Yeah, because to tell you the truth, I did drink, and because of that, I'm not going to remember anything that happened 5 minutes or 5 minutes ago.
Oh, you've got multiple TV tropes pages. Alright, so we have the main page and we have the YMMV page, which I don't know what that means.
Your mileage may vary.
Ah, right. So we're going to do the first page first, the main page first, and then we're going to go to the your mileage may vary page. Right, so...
Wait, isn't it my turn to ask you a question?
Yes, it is. Damn it.
All right. I'm going to take one from the mystery box question.
Okay.
From the mystery box. The last comment you made on Reddit, not knowing if you have any other profiles, but the one profile I know of, was A, complaining about Game of Thrones, B, a post about makeup, or C, calling me a dummy.
I know the dummy one was from when you did the Meridia's bacon shit. So this is last comment, not last post.
Yes.
Because my last post was about my guinea pig having an eye infection. And I know exactly what I posted for the dummy quote was that, lol, Chris, you dummy. And I know what the makeup one was because I was talking about the Kat Von D lipstick. What was the other one?
Complaining about Game of Thrones.
It's between the last two.
You got a 50-50 shot.
I think it's lol, Chris, you dummy.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. You are correct once again. That was the last comment you made on Reddit, which I thought was kind of funny.
Excellent. Right, I'm going to quickly go grab another glass of wine, and then we will start exploring your TV tropes page.
Yay.
Excellent. So, right. Which added characters by you fulfill the aristocrats are evil trope?
We got like 200 NPCs, right? So
Yep.
in my defense, I am not going to remember.
I'm only going to... I'll accept... You can list off a couple of names,
Okay.
but you only need to get one right.
Aristocrats are evil. Fuck. There is a guy named Gabania who is a baron, and he's like the main antagonist of the Griffith character quest line. He has to be on there. Aristocrats are evil. I object to this term evil because, again, we are trying to peddle 3-dimensional characters, and how are they, defined by such a simple one-letter
definition of evil.
Yes. It's
Well, technically it's 4 letters.
Yes. This is not me stalling, of course. Obviously, I'm just saying these characters are multidimensional and obviously cannot be limited by such a simple term. But I would, if I'm going to guess, I'm going to say Gabania.
You're correct.
I would probably maybe throw in Orundil. I don't know how you say that, because he's a Thalmor. He's a snooty Thalmor. I don't think he's evil. He talks about using diplomacy. So never mind. Scratch that. He's not on there.
No, the main ones who are mentioned for you are Gabania and the Baroness, who I voiced.
Ah, that's right. Yes. How could I
she's even
forget?
got the name of it.
Yes. She was a little bit, evil. Maybe a little bit more two-dimensional than.
She was so cartoonish. It was great.
Yes,
I loved it.
yes.
It was so Disney villain.
But that was on purpose. There's a couple that are like not three-dimensional on purpose. There's her, and then there is like the old lady, like that is a parody of the old witch in the Zora quest, which is like a parody of a Disney princess witch quest. So those are intentional, yeah.
The sleeping giant one.
No, I think it was Zora's follower quest, but yeah, Sleeping Giant is also kind of like a kind of parody kind of quest too, right? Because like
I like that. Well, that was a fun quest to play, and not just because
anyway,
I was playing Fiona.
Do I have to drink or no? I got one.
No, you got it right. That I only wanted one from you.
Okay, yay. Lowered expectations.
Yeah, buddy. Right. So my question.
Oh, that's right. I'll give you an easy one, but you haven't
Lore
drank
friendly.
yet in a while.
Lore friendly.
Lore friendly. Okay, a lore friendly one. Let's see here. All right. This one is kind of easy though, so maybe I'll give you two easy ones. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so we used to use the Adam West Batman to transition, but what did we use as our original intro?
BBC Radio 4.
See, there you go. Too easy. Okay, this one's a little bit harder. Name 2 games we covered in our first 5 episodes. Because we used to cover games.
Yes, we did.
Believe it or not.
Valiant Hearts. That was the World War One game, wasn't it?
Yes.
And that one that was in the first 5 episodes. I know we did Undertale, but that was like in like episode 30. This is when things were historically based. That narrows things down a little bit.
Yes, it does. Quite a bit.
We didn't cover Assassin's Creed because I've never played Assassin's Creed on my computer. Because we talked about it in regards to historical accuracy and educational purposes. So I think Valiant Hearts was like episode 2, episode 3, something like that.
Correct. Episode 2.
So first 5 episodes. Shit. Valiant Hearts is the only one I can remember.
So it's time for you to take a drink. Are you taking a drink?
Yeah, I'm taking a drink.
All right. So we have an order. Papers, Please, episode 1. Valiant Hearts, episode 2. Oregon Trail, episode 3.
Oh, how could I forget Oregon Trail? Dying of dysentery multiple times.
Oh, that would have been a good question. How did each of us die? But
Dysentery and snake bites.
That's true. There you go. Episode 4 was a Halloween episode, so we didn't do a game.
We did gothic quizzes.
And then episode 5 was Smite.
Oh, fuck.
Smite is like
damn.
a game where you play ancient heroes or something.
Ancient gods.
Yes, there you go. So those were the 5. Those were the original 5.
God damn.
Time flies.
Go listen to our earlier episodes. We were like so much more focused back then.
2014. That was a while ago. So.
God damn.
Just babies. But yeah, did you want to proceed?
Yeah. So, what quest fulfills what is called the brown note trope?
I don't know what the brown note trope is, though. So, you have to explain that to me first.
So, the brown note is a sensory input that is inherently harmful. So something that you hear, see, taste, feel, things like that. So something that is obviously harmful. That is something that you should be hearing for enjoyment or seeing for enjoyment, that sort of thing.
So it's something that's normally enjoyable that becomes harmful. I don't know if the paper mirror fulfills this, because the paper mirror is like a fortune-telling book that like you read it and it tells your future, and then you go out and play out your future or decide to change it. So I mean
that doesn't fill it because it doesn't harm you.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure whether harm applied to telling your fortune, telling your future. Something that harms you. Again, there are so many quests. And I am
something
totally
harmful,
not stalling.
cursed, something like that.
I think this was a quest where it was like one of these generic like fetch quests. See, I don't even count this as one of the quests in the mod. There was like this sword, and I think there was an NPC in Windhelm that makes you go fetch it. I'm not even sure if that.
I don't think I've played that quest.
I don't know. It might not be that. I don't know, so I'm just gonna drink.
Well, the example that the TV Tropes page gives...
Oh, it's like gasoline.
That's aged whiskey for you. No, the example that that the TV Tropes play puts down is 1,000 words.
1,000 words.
Esther Moreau's paintings that...
Ah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. I should have known that they would
It's
involve
an ending
you.
so conclusive you can die from it.
See, I needed to just remember that Alice Bell was related to these questions.
No, I'm just picking out the ones that have a conclusive answer, because then you've got ones like Blood Knight, where it's got like 12 different people listed for it.
There you go. Wait, what was the story behind 1,000 words? Because I remember the paintings and stuff, and how she was like trapped in some kind of other dimension or some shit, but...
Yeah, so Esther Moreau made a deal with Clavica Spile in that she couldn't find the way to write the perfect ending to her story, so she painted it instead.
Because it's 1,000 words. God, my past me is so clever.
I know, right?
Not at all like current drunk me.
I don't know, you're pretty alright.
Thank you. But yes. So the painting itself was cursed or something?
Yeah. So basically, when you entered the painting, you had the choice of turning away and, whatever. You had the choice of dying within the painting with Esther, like so many others before her did. Or you had the opportunity to, like, sell it off to somebody else.
I remember that you could change the ending to her as, like, terrible or something.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
you could sabotage the painting.
Yes. And then, like, you brought it back, and then the fucking historian, the Esther Moreau fan, was like...
Just like, oh my god, yes! It's so clever.
At first he was like, wait a minute, how can this be? This is so terrible, but maybe it was on purpose. That's so brilliant of her. Or something like that. Yeah.
It's like every literature student ever.
Yeah. They find ways to kind of justify why the author is brilliant because they want to believe it so desperately, and that was this family.
Like J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. There we go. So, your turn.
Hit me with a wild card.
A wild card. All right, here we go. Let's see. In our private Discord chat, not in our just lore friendly because I couldn't possibly have listened to all of them, but in our private Discord chat where we message each other, who has said the word dick more?
Me.
Or and around double. I stopped counting because you were like at 50 something. I was at like 20, and I was just like, I'm not counting anymore. I'm just gonna assume you said it more than I did.
Yeah, so much more.
And bonus, which one of us has sent each other a dick pic? Surprisingly,
I sent you
not the
spotted dick.
Yes, not the person with the actual dick, but you actually have
no,
sent
the
me a dick
pierced
pic
penis.
before. Yes, you did. You sent me a pierced penis.
Yeah, so I was researching piercings online. This was quite soon after I got my helix piercings, and I was just looking up the Wikipedia page for different piercings, and I found a pierced penis. And so I thought, you know what, who'll really enjoy this? Chris.
And you were spot on. I really did appreciate it. It's not every day I get a dick pic, especially one with piercings.
Now you know what it's like to be a girl.
Yes. Next, send me the eggplant next time. Just kind of ease me in there.
No.
Use a euphemism. Don't go with the full-on dick. Especially one with piercings. Especially a mutilated one. All right.
No.
You win. My DMs are always going to be open, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Just slide in there with the dicks. Your turn.
Who is the main entry for the deadpan snarker trope?
It's got to be Rumarin?
Yep. Thought I'd give you an easy one that doesn't involve me.
Yeah, there you go. He's a popular character.
As a bonus question, how many entries do you think that Rumarin has on AO3?
I have no idea. I'm going to go with a dozen.
Dozen? Right, let me see.
Wait, entries on what? I don't even know the
question.
question.
On AO3, which is a...
is it fanfiction?
Yes, fanfiction site.
Is it erotic fanfiction? / fiction even?
Some of it is. I at one point was writing a family-friendly fanfic about Rumarin and my Dovahkiin.
With only 4 uses of the word dick in there.
Not a single use of the word dick, thank you very much. Go on, have a guess.
Like I said, I don't know what constitutes a lot, so I will say 12.
31.
A dozen. 31, wow, that seems like a lot for a mod character.
some of them are pretty explicit as well.
I can imagine. He doesn't seem like a very sexualized character. That's the funny thing. Yeah. But people find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yep.
He does have like the most fan art of any character of
It's because he was the first super follower, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, plus he's kind of the funniest character, I would say.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the people on Tumblr are women players.
Yeah. Well, it's because women are very appreciative of the fact that there's a well-written male love interest. Because there is such a lack of that when it comes to modding in general.
Yeah.
But especially for Skyrim modding, because you have a dime a dozen female characters who have loads of different options and things, but you have nothing for women.
Yeah, and I do feel like his romance and marriage options are, I mean, I wouldn't say romantic, but they are in that vein where it's how he would approach romance, right? It's
very fleshed out and in character. It's not like, oh, you bought me a mammoth skull.
Yeah.
Right, we gonna have sex now? Yeah.
I think
cool.
I think it shows he expresses his love in a way that he would express it with a bit of irreverence and charm.
Yeah.
But still not just being like cold or indifferent. It's still just like he still shows that he loves you, which is it's not exactly easy. So kudos to Jay for voice acting that.
Well done to Jay. Clearly the guy who's done the best out of this mod.
Has he?
I don't know. He's got loads of people lusting after his voice. So
he is one of the most tireless workers. I would say it's insane how many lines he plays. But your turn. We have no more mystery box questions, so it's of either modding or I mean I could come up with another one off the spot, but we have modding and we have lore friendly.
Lore friendly.
You're gonna like this one. So, in the Clippy erotica, which we featured, one of the early episodes.
This is our comeback as well from a couple of months off.
Yes. How did Clippy describe his growing erection? A. Micro hard. B. Uncoiled. Or C. I've got a full clip.
Uncoiled.
Wrong. He described himself as micro hard. As I guess Microsoft. He's
but
micro
I've
hard.
vividly got this image in my mind of there is a point in the story where Clippy uncoils.
He does uncoil, but that is
such a massive.
True, but that is the narrator's description.
He's so micro hard.
The question was, how did Clippy himself describe his growing erection?
I need to get another drink because I just downed that at the disgustingness of that fucking episode.
So
I can't believe I spent £2 on that book.
I'm sure it was money.
I want reimbursing.
True, I need to reimburse you for that. I don't think I ever did. Also for the trauma.
Yeah.
And the therapy that you had to undergo.
Just send me everything. Right, I'm gonna find a question. Who fulfills the friendly neighborhood vampire trope?
Vampire? Oh, Renori.
Yep. Fucking hell, say that you've got 200 fucking characters there. You fucking know.
She's not friendly though. She's kind of taciturn and standoffish, but I guess she's not attacking you. So
yeah.
I mean, there could be another answer that is friendly, or maybe I made a friendly, happy vampire. I'm not sure.
Well, that's the one that's coming up on the trope, so there we go.
Yeah, that's weird. See, again, multi-dimensional. I mean, she's friendly in that she's not attacking you, but yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. That wouldn't be an adjective I use to describe her in the least. Let's see. We have a modding question.
Let's go for a modding. We haven't done modding in a while.
This one is easy. If not, it's a 50-50 shot. So you know how dragons have often been modded into various things, and two of the most popular...
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yes, Thomas the Tank Engine and Macho Man Savage are two of the most popular dragon mods. As of today, which mod has more endorsements?
Now this is the question, because Thomas the Tank Engine has a lot of childhood nostalgia behind it, whereas
Yes.
Macho Man Randy Savage has the it's got the, the meme culture behind it.
Yeah. And the thing is that you have to actually download a mod to endorse it. You can't just endorse it because you thought it was funny.
Yeah.
These are mods you actually download.
I feel like I've seen the Thomas the Tank Engine mod more frequently, so I'm going to say Thomas the Tank Engine.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
No!
Macho Man by Fancy Pants has 5,002 endorsements as of today. And Really Useful Dragons, which is a way of saying Thomas the Tank Engine by Trainwiz, is stuck at 4,190. It is 1,000 endorsements behind Drink Up.
No fucking way. Oh,
Yeah,
that's really upsetting.
I think it has to do a little with the timing, because I think Macho Man has been around for longer. It was one of the early mods. It's like one of the OG mods. So
Yeah, that was like out within the first couple of weeks, wasn't it?
yeah. Whereas I think the Thomas the Tank Engine one came a little bit later, even though it might be number one in your heart.
Yeah, the Thomas the Tank Engine one has the most, for me, it's got the most nostalgia.
Yeah.
I love Thomas the Tank Engine.
I've never watched that show, so.
It used to be voiced by Ringo Starr.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Ringo Starr, him of the famed Simpsons episode where he was playing a beetle, because he is a beetle.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yes. Where he played himself.
Yeah, crazy.
You might say he was born for that role. I don't know what else. I don't really have any other.
I've got one more
ones.
question for you, and then we can go on to personal questions.
Okay, hit me.
Which quest line contains the mind screw trope?
Again, I need a description of what mind screw is. I mean, it's
So,
probably paper mirror, but
Yeah, mind screw is basically something that's just really bizarre that just makes you think, what the fuck?
so that would be paper mirror, I think, which I described earlier.
No.
Huh.
Take a fucking
Wait.
drink.
Okay. Damn it! Don't I get a second chance? No. Okay, tell me what it is.
Blood of Kings has a whiff of it.
Yeah. But see, again, that is so much more than a mind screw.
It ends with your death. He then brings you back, and you have to prevent this timeline from happening the same way it had happened in the alternative universe. And you have to kill the Dragonborn from the Bethesda question that contributes even more to this.
Yes, that does sound like a mind screw when you read it out like that.
Yeah.
But the actual quest line is very detailed. It contains a lot of emotional beats. It's not meant to be a mind screw.
I loved the end of the quest party behind the Hall of the Yavaska. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it has a nice like ending where you get all the followers together. It's very, very it's not meant to be a mind screw. It's not a mind screw thing. It's not a See, paper mirror I can see is like that is like fucks with your mind, and that's the basis of the entire quest. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll give you that though. I drink. So there we go. I don't know my mod.
So
right.
My question for you is, so we did an episode about place names where I had a revelation about the meaning of Yavaska. Can you remember what Yavaska means in Old Norse?
No, there's not a chance I'm going to remember that. The Hall of the Vanquished? I don't know.
Nothing of the sort. Let me find my Tumblr post explaining it.
I'm drinking already. I already started pouring because... Ooh, gasoline. That burns.
So, basically, Yor is horse. Vaska...
Horse.
Yeah. Vaska is dwelling, I think. And basically together, your Vaska is a kenning in Old Norse for ship. And what is your Vaska if not an upturned ship?
An upside down ship.
Exactly.
All right, so what are we? Are we moving on to personal questions?
Yeah.
This is scary. Am I supposed to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
All right. What is something that you really thought, or that you wanted to be, you thought you would be really good at, but you ended up really sucking at? And it was
Biology.
like a slap to the face. Biology. Did you think you were going to be a biologist, a whale biologist, maybe?
I thought that would be a doctor, like a medical doctor.
Mm.
But I was not that hot at it, honestly.
Did you come to this realization quickly, or did it take time?
It was when I took biology as an additional option when I was 15.
At least you got off the train as a high schooler as opposed to a college student in OChem or something.
Yeah, like, I just think that if I was better in biology, then I'd be making so much more money now than I am now.
Is that the motivation? See, I thought you were going to say, if I got into biology, I'd be able to save the sick, I'd be able to cure diseases, save the world, help people, but you're like, I would have made so much more money.
Yeah.
That was not the end of the sentence I anticipated there.
No, it was I would have more money.
Clearly, you have your priorities straight then.
Yeah.
You have what it takes to get into politics, I assume.
Oh, God, yes. Especially in this current climate.
Yes. Let me think about it. You would be on the Tory side, right? As a money-grubbing.
Yeah, it would be the Tories, but I now want to throw up because that
As
is
someone
awful.
who prioritizes money over human decency, you would be a Tory, right? See, I always get that confused because Tory sounds like a fluffy bird.
You're correct. That's
Whereas
what it would be.
the other party, Labour, makes me think of work and makes me disgusted inside my soul.
The Communist Party.
But I am actually a Labor person because
Yes.
I am the communist. So that always crosses my wires there. But anyways, your turn.
What was your favorite pet?
I have only had one pet, so by default it is my favorite. I have had fish. I don't know which fish was my favorite.
What were their names?
I don't remember. I had freshwater fish and they pooped a lot. And I remember it stunk really bad and cleaning the tank was a pain in the ass. So one day the fish just ended up in the toilet. I'm not sure how that happened.
What? What the fuck?
I knew that I didn't want fish anymore. Yeah.
You just flushed them down the fucking toilet.
After they died.
After they died.
Not while they're living. But
I was going to say that was bad.
Yeah. It's just, it was too much of a hassle to keep track of fish or take care of the fish, and they stunk up the joint because that smell from the ocean that people are so familiar with, it is really just the smell of poop. If you have a fish tank, you will know this.
There we go.
All right. Is it my turn? See, I didn't prepare for this portion of the podcast, so let me think. Let me Google personal questions to ask.
This is like what you do before a Tinder date.
I don't go on Tinder dates, though.
I miss talking about my Tinder dates on the podcast. I don't have any
there we
anymore.
go. Tell me about your worst Tinder date experience.
Easy. So, the worst Tinder date experience is that he asked me to come to his place of work, where he had
Place of work?
free beer. And I was like, you know what? I'm down for free beer.
Yeah.
And then half an hour before, and his work was like half an hour out of town, he was like, no, what we're going to do is we're going to go to this place in town. I was like, fine, I'm in town anyway, we'll go there. And then he was like, we're going to sit out in the smoking area all night. No, I'm not a smoker. I social smoke, but I'm not somebody who smokes, and I haven't had a cigarette in, I believe, 6 months, and this is with me getting absolutely trashed at weekends and things. I haven't social smoked in ages.
I like that he keeps changing it. It's eventually going to just lead to his mom's apartment or something.
Well, we go there, and he starts saying that he's a Cambridge graduate. But then, being somebody who's graduated doing English, and he was like, I'm an English graduate at Cambridge. And I was like, oh, cool, let's talk about literature. And he's like, no. I was like, well, that makes me question if you're actually an English grad.
Yes, I would be questioning the entire chain.
Because I know what the syllabus is for Cambridge when it comes to English graduates. So that started alarm bells ringing. And then he was like, oh, I've got to go now. Fuck you later. I was like, what?
What?
And then there was the time when one of my university friends was... So basically, in my Tinder bio, I had that I do Anglo-Saxon and Viking studies in my Tinder bio when I was actually going on dates. And so that instantly spurred people in my catchment area to say, oh, let's go to this place that does Viking cocktails. So I went to that place with like 7 different guys.
They knew you there. They're like, hey, Alice.
Who have you got this week? But So I was there with my mate from university because he was also on a Tinder date there. And this guy was talking about softball, who I was on the date with. And, like, it was interesting for the first hour. But then, you know what? He hadn't asked a single question about me.
He was mostly concerned with softball.
Yeah, he was most concerned with softball. And I feel like if you're on a first date, you don't want to talk too much about yourself. You want to be question and answer kind of thing. That's why me and BT guy are getting on so well.
Even if he talked about himself, at least that would be somewhat typical. I mean, it's bad. It's a bad sign. It shows you're narcissistic and selfish and lack empathy, but at least it's sort of on brand for a date to talk about softball, which you have no interest in softball, I'm assuming, right?
Well, I was interested because it's something that he's interested in, but when it goes past an hour and you don't even know what sport I like to play.
Yeah, it's such an obscure sport to like, too. It's just, this is a very strange thing to be talking about for an hour. You would think he'd save the softball king stuff for the second date, but who knows?
So he went off to the toilet, and my friend was sitting quite nearby me, and he was like, if you want to go, I will help you escape. I just looked that traumatized that he was like, it's okay. You go. Me and my date will head you off so you can leave. And I was like, I can't do that. That's dickish. So I stayed for another 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
And my friend offered to escort us to the bus stop. And then he started to try doing the gropey, kissy type thing.
Oh boy.
And my friend was like, no, get on the bus, go. And I never spoke to him again.
You didn't get all hot and bothered with all that talk about pitching outside.
About softballs.
Pop-ups and fly balls.
No, I've had a good stream of bad Tinder dates. And the ones when I came back to the city were particularly bad.
This makes me wonder why the Tinder stock that I dumped is doing so well, but then I remembered I dumped it, and anytime I dump a stock, it shoots up like 30%, so... Yes, that sounds like hell. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
And then there was the guy who wanted me to sext, and I refused to sext because I don't feel comfortable with sending nudes and sex.
Yes,
because
that aren't pierced, obviously.
Well, yeah, that aren't my own. Because like even with because I've been in a relationship now for 1.5 years, I still don't send sex and nudes and things like that. And he was like, right, we've matched on Tinder, show me your tits. And he was very insistent that I do that. And for some reason, because I was in the middle of a depressive episode, I was like, you know what, let's meet up for some drinks. And then he got so clingy. And it was like, I'm not interested, go away. He was like, oh, but we'd be so good together. And it's like, he talks about kickboxing. Why did I keep on matching with guys who are so interested in sports and like the sports was consuming their lives?
See, I'm interested in sports, but I don't think I've ever talked about basketball with you more than like once or twice, other than to say that I'm interested in it, right? Or baseball, or yeah.
Well, it's like my current boyfriend. We just watch football together. You know, basic. You know, soccer. Great, awesome. We don't obsess over it, and we don't play sports ourselves. So I don't know why I was matching with people like that, but I did.
It's fine to match with somebody like that. It's a different story when that person seems to interject that forcefully into conversation with someone who doesn't know much about it. It doesn't seem like it would go anywhere. Like let's say, like even if I tried to force a conversation, let's say about baseball or something on you, you would just be like, I don't know it.
Lol.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're like, I mean, obviously we have enough equity where you could tell me to fuck off.
Yeah.
But let's say we barely knew each other and you're trying to be polite, right? Like
how
would that even work? Like you wouldn't even be able to like hold a conversation, just as I wouldn't be able to hold a conversation about like makeup or something.
Yeah.
You know, I would give some like polite cursory responses, but it's not like I would be able to go deep dive into it, you know. So it's weird, but these people exist, and maybe that's why they're on Tinder.
Hey, sometimes it works out.
It does make me skeptical about that stock though, but yeah.
Hey, as long as it's growing and growing.
Yeah, these people are paying.
Just like the
They're
guys'
penises. Yeah. Just like Clippy's micro hard rod.
No.
His fiery red end.
Why?
All right, your turn.
So, which mythology intrigues you more? Greek or Norse?
See, this is kind of a difficult question to answer because I'm not as familiar with Norse mythology as you are. So I would actually say Norse for that reason because I'm not familiar with it. It seems it has
You
more of a
racist.
mystery behind it. No, Greek to me, it's so.
It's Greek to me.
Yeah, it's very generic. We all know the mythology. We
Yeah.
all know the gods, the stories. You know that it's been told 1,000 times. I just finished Assassin's Creed Odyssey and played through it like in
There we
100
go.
hours. So it's just Norse seems more exotic to me. So there we go.
I think that Norse mythology is far more bizarre than Greek
Yeah,
mythology.
I mean, it has human sacrifice. So there, it's just as a starter.
That's contested.
No.
No, it was Muslim scholars who wrote about human sacrifice in.
Oh, there you go. See, my
Vikings.
Norse knowledge comes from the show Vikings. So there you go.
I mean,
It's very limited.
as far as I'm aware, there's no written examples of human sacrifice. But then again, Odin cut out his own eye for knowledge, and he hanged himself for knowledge. So there's examples of it, but it's not like a big thing.
Definitely sounds more metal.
Yeah. No, I think Norse mythology has a bad rap because of the current political environment, in that people use Norse mythology and their perceptions of Vikings to further their own political agendas. And that they picture Vikings as being white. Super white.
Very pale.
Very pale. Hitler's Germany was notorious for glorifying the Vikings because it was like, these are our ancestors.
Yes. Him and Ulfric Stormcloak.
Yeah, him and Ulfric Stormcloak. And it's unfortunate because Norse mythology and texts from the 13th, 14th century from Norway, from Sweden, from Denmark, they all express how multicultural Vikings were. They traded with Muslim scholars, they traded with Muslim countries, they were more than happy to settle in different areas, and it wasn't as Herder we're white than people are portraying. So Norse mythology, especially at the moment in time, especially in our current political climate, is getting a very bad rap. And I would love more people to study it, mainly because Loki gets fucked over 20 different times.
That Loki.
He's a wild one.
Such a trickster.
Such a lad.
All right, here is a question for you. Of the 14 popular anime character types, it's called dere, which is hard to explain, but I'm going to send you a link.
So is it like tsundere?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Tsundere is the really, really like mean and like bitchy type, and then but inside she's dere, she's like, and then yandere is the crazy type.
Who's obsessed with whoever they're in love with.
Yes, exactly. So, of these 14 anime types, I just Googled this. Which type of anime character are you? There's a lot of them. I didn't realize there's
so many deres.
Yeah, it's wild.
I think I'm dere.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that is super hyper and just like really high pitched and just
and
like,
cheerful?
Yeah.
And constantly smothering their love interest with affection. I think I'm dere.
Oh, there you go. Not what I would have picked, but
what would you have picked?
I don't know. Maybe a cross between a dandere and a kudere. Because ultimately you're soft and squishy and loving on the inside, right? Maybe exterior is a little bit more cool. And
I wouldn't say that on the outside I'm emotionless, cold, and distant, though, mate. Fuck off.
Yeah. So dandere maybe.
Yeah.
Always buried in books, quiet, shy, and harmless. But I wouldn't say you're shy.
I'm not shy.
Yeah, maybe none of these apply. Maybe you just aren't meant to be an anime.
I'm just not an anime character.
No.
Switching the question on to you.
All right.
Which dare are you?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm not violent, so that rules out all these like killer ones and crazy ones.
I'm going to mad at you.
Sadistic ones. I'm not. I would say maybe I am. Yeah, number 6 as well. Dead as well.
We're just
Dede,
too cute.
Yes. I'm a very cheerful person.
Yeah.
There you go. We're the same type.
Right, I think one more question each way and then wrapping up. Make it a good one. It's your last question.
See, I didn't prepare for this though. So, how many episodes of Lore Friendly do you think we'll reach before we call it quits, or one of us dies?
Well, we've been pretty consistent recently.
Yes, we have been.
I reckon we can make it to 300.
300.
Yeah.
That is our next goal.
Yeah.
All right.
How many do you reckon we'll make it to?
I don't know. It's
You can't ask
look,
me a question and then deny my answer.
Well, I'm definitely gonna go higher. I'm gonna say we can make it. We can make it to 5.
The 500. The 500.
I think at some point you're gonna get married, you're gonna have kids, and it's just gonna be harder to do.
Kids.
So things might slow down, but I think we could still grind out
Hello,
an
this is
episode a
Lore
week.
Friendly. We're recording from the retirement home.
So things might, because that's usually what happens. Is like you have to kind of your time gets more precious. But we only do this like an hour a week, so it's not like it's that much of a time sink. So it really depends how many kids you have. If you have 20 kids or something like crazy like that, then
Yeah. God kill me.
just so that might be a stretch. But yeah. I'm gonna say we can make it. We're gonna make it to at least 2.
To the 200.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna go 5.
Go big or go home.
Especially at the current pace we're going at. That would be 10 years.
We could
10
do
years.
that.
Well, actually, that sounds like a lot, doesn't it? I don't know if I'm gonna live for 10 years more, being 92. And
I
all.
mean, if you die, can I get all your investments?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Just donate it to the Church of Owlsbell.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, hang on.
Good.
There was one request that we have for the
Oh.
100 episode, and that was do a Davos impression and sing something. So you do your Davos impression, and I'll do a Davos impression,
Fleabottom.
and I'll sing something. I'm Davos from Fleabottom, and I say that Stannis is the rightful king. That's more Scottish than anything. That's more torment.
That's not bad.
We have been fighting for Daenerys. We have died for her.
Kept an onion on my belt because it was the style at the time. Which is a Simpsons reference. I don't know if you get that.
No, I don't.
Well, Grandpa Simpson, he was talking about the old days, the good old days. And he said, we kept an
I had
onion
an onion
on
on
our
my
belt
belt.
because it was a style at the time.
Because it was the style at the time. He's Irish, isn't he?
I don't know what he is. You would know better than me. Because
Basically,
it all sounds the same.
for an Irish accent, you've got to stop moving your lips. And it still goes to Scottish because I can't do a fucking Irish accent. So there we go. That's my Davos impression.
Now you have to sing a song.
Should we sing the... You know, call back to all times?
Does that have lyrics?
No, we're just going to go... And that's going to ring out the podcast. Right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you for listening to 100 episodes of Lore Friendly. It's been a wild fucking ride, boys.
Yes. Here's to another 100. One more shot.
Here's to another 400, according to Chris.
Yes. Another 400. Why not just make it 4,000?
Let's just go forever. Fuck it.
Yes, we'll just have our robot selves take over when we're done.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'll see you next week, my friend.
All right. I will see you for 101.
Oh, God. Room 101. Let's go.
New territory. All right.
So long.
Goodbye.